Hello everyone. Welcome to Paper Happenicity. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Bundaberg area of Wide Bay in Australia. Today we will be creating a card or recreating a card that I've made for Colour Inspiration Challenge 167. But before I start, I will do a little housekeeping and just do a little announcement and let everyone know that at the moment Stampin' Up are having this wonderful sale. They've got all their bundles at the moment. That's your stamping and your stamps and die bundles, your stamps and punch bundles, your ink pad bundles, because it's a bundle, and you get an extra 10% off. So if they're a bundle in the annual catalogue or an online exclusive, they do have a 10% discount if you buy them as a bundle, but they're allowing us or giving us an extra 10% off them for the month of June. That's until June 30th. They're also giving 10% off the die cut and embossing machine. So that's the large one as well as the mini. So it's a pretty good offer at the moment if you're wanting to add a few more extra bits and pieces into your collection. All right, so that's that. I'll leave that with you. Do with it as you feel necessary. Okay, so Colour Inspiration Challenge 167 has kicked off over on Facebook. It is a challenge group that happens every second and fourth Friday of the month. And this week, or this challenge, we've been tasked to use the Pretty in Pink, which is a new ink colour, Basic White and Basic Black. Now, to participate in this challenge, you do not need to have a blog. You can just upload a photo to the Facebook group directly to the wall. And if you do have a blog, or if you have a Facebook page or Instagram page or any other social media, you are allowed to link it, including YouTube. So you are allowed to put that link in with your photo. All right, so that's our challenge this week. The lovely Bronwyn Eastley has chosen our photo, and for this challenge, our guest designer is Gail Ellis. Now, she makes absolutely beautiful cards. I highly recommend that you go and check out her blog and her I think she has a Facebook group now set up. So yeah, she's a really lovely designer. Okay, so I'm doing a few different techniques in my card this challenge. I've used an embossing folder that I have inked up, and then this is like a faux watercolor technique that I will. It's been done many times, so I'm just going to touch on it again. To get the ink on my embossing, I've used my Brayer. So I've got my Brayer out. We're going to do a little bit of brayering. What else did I need? Okay, I've got the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. And because it's a 3D embossing folder, I'll need my specialty plate to run that through my machine. My inks, so I've got Whisper White, which is the craft, Pretty in Pink. I've brought in grey Granite as a neutral, we are allowed to use our neutral, and then my Memento to do my sentiment. And what I've actually gone and done is I've ordered a craft white ink pad, and I have actually filled it with Memento black ink, and I'm actually finding it a lot easier to use, believe it or not. Okay, so stamp sets, textured floral, as you can see, both the dies and the stamp set. I've used the large flower and the large leaf image, and I've also brought in Sweetly Scripted, and I've used the Happy Birthday. So that's what, those are the stamp sets and dies. Okay, you'll need a spritzer, and then Janice, if you're watching, this is really handy, this lovely little bag that you've, crocheted bowl that you've given me, puts everything in it. So I've got my snips, I've got dimensionals, I've got my glue, my Stamp and Mist, and my spritzer. I've also got a roll of washi tape to hold down my dies onto my stamping. Okay, what I haven't got is what I've realized is some white cardstock to do some stamping on. So I'll just go and grab that. So you just basically need scraps for that. If I can, and I have plenty of those, absolutely, but do I have some that's large enough? I have an envelope for here, like one of those. No, that's an envelope. That's actually an envelope. There's some, and there's some. All right, so grab some scraps. Put that away. Okay. All right, so I don't want to get that wet. So what I've gone and done is I've put my stamps onto my blocks. The Happy Birthday, I've used my e-block, and I've put it across, and I really don't mind this hanging off because I'm not going to need it. I only want it, as you can see, I only want it to go from edge to edge. I don't need it any longer than what that is. All right, so let me see. I have all my bits and pieces here. I have done a little bit of prep. I'm going to take that away, so I've got a little bit more room. Okay, just bear with me because it feels like it's been forever since I've done an actual video. And okay, is this going to work? That's going to work. Okay, so let me get my Memento, and all I'm doing is inking up that, and as you can see, it's not inked the whole image. We're going to stamp, and there's our Happy Birthday. I'm going to get my Stamp and Scrub to clean my stamp. My Stamp and Scrub is actually my preferred way of cleaning my stamps, especially the distinctive stamps. I find that it really gets into the little tiny grooves that are on the distinctive stamping. All right, so stamp your Happy Birthday. Here's one I prepared earlier, and fussy cut it, sorry. So, and here's one I prepared earlier. Okay, because no one wants to watch me attempt fussy cutting at the moment. Okay. All right, so there's our sentiment. I'll put all these out the road. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is show you how I did my stamping. So I will get so you ink up your image, and I've used grey granite. And then I have got my spritzer, and just really lightly give it a bit of a spritz and really plonk it down. And I should have my foam mats in underneath, but that's fine. Lift it up, and then you have this watercolor effect with your stamping, and then the same with your floral image. Ink it up, and we're going to spritz. I'm just going to pull that out the road so I don't get water on it again. You know, 2 or 3, and we're going to just plonk it down. And then we have our flower, and you need two each of those. I'm going to get my dies. When I get my dies, I actually, before I use them, I always go around the outside with a pen. And that way I can, if I'm using them, I can see at a glance if I've got anything missing. All right, so a little bit of washi tape for each one. And we're going to line them up. I might stick that over this side. Stick that down. Same with this one. Okay, there we go. I'm going to make some room here and bring my die cut machine in. Oh, you've got stuff here everywhere. All right. All right, this way. All right, so I'll put them down. Alright, they're still all where they need to be, and I'll just run that through. I think that one has moved a little bit, but that's okay. Alright. Alright, so there's our, I will throw that away because we don't need any more scraps than what is absolutely necessary. I put my dies away. Okay, so that's done. I don't need them, but I'll need that to do my other bit. All right, so there's those two, and I've got more here. So there's that one. I did prepare some earlier, you know me, and another flower, and I've got spares just in case. Okay, so that's those. Right, I've also die cut the other leaves. We have a card base here, and then that's going to be our matte layer, and then I've got a piece of black cardstock. So what we'll do is that we will put this in here, and I'm actually going to give this a bit of a spritz as well, because it's a 3D, just a light spritz from way back. It's a 3D embossing folder, and sometimes it can tear your cardstock. All right, so again, I've got my embossing folder. I'll bring in my machine. Whoops. So for 3D embossing folders, you need your base plate, you need your folder, and when you're putting it through, put it through with the hinge to the top and wind it through hinge first. I'm going to just wind that through. And then we have, now you can just leave it as the way, as it is, but we will go and do a little bit of brayering. White, is this my white ink pad? Yes. So I'm going to load up my load up my brayer. I think this possibly needs re-inking somehow, because that doesn't look like that's not even, I don't even think that's inked. Let me go and see if I've got another one somewhere. All right, yeah, here we go. This is my older one. There, that's better. All right, and very, very gently, we're going to go across the top. Oops, this way. All right, load up again. So when you're putting ink onto your brayer, you need to put it down and roll it either towards you or back, lift it up, and then go the same way again. You don't go backwards and forwards, because that's only going to put ink on that one spot. Okay, so we're going to go again really gently. Now the white ink will fade as it dries, so you might need to repeat this until you get the coverage that you're looking for. Now this is actually bigger. I've cut my black cardstock larger than the front that I need. Okay, now that is a mess. So let me put that somewhere where it's not going to get all over everything. Okay, so, and I've got white ink there. Might need a new mat here. All right, so that's not cut right. So when I do my, where's my ruler? I make my card front, and you cut it to whatever card front size you prefer. And then this is like 1/2 inch, and that's not quite 1/2 inch. So that my pretty in pink layer is 1/2 inch smaller on 2 sides. I think it's my card, maybe it's my card base that's not right. No, that's right. This just seems, no, it's more than 1/2 inch. Oh, so what's here? Oh no, it's, yeah, 1/2 inch. So that's 1/4 and down to 1/2. So I need to take just a little bit more off that. That looks better. Okay, all right, so 1/2 inch smaller on 2 sides. So this one I'm going to go down 1/2 inch. We'll go down, where are we? 5/8 of an inch smaller. All right, so let me go. Okay, what did I just drop? Of course it would be my cutting blade, and it's gone underneath. No, it's not. It was my scoring blade. And then I'm going to cut 5/8 of an inch smaller on this side. Okay, don't throw these away because we're going to use them. Oh, I didn't cut that very much, did I? Very well. There we go. That's good because I didn't like that edge anyway. Nope, a little bit more. I'm not counting very well today. There we go. And that's a bit furry. All right, so there we go. So all we're getting this tiny little bit of a peak of color underneath that black. I'll just take off those furry bits. I think my blade, I've done a lot of prep for my classes, so things are a bit, my blade is probably needs replacing. Okay, so get my glue. We're going to, add that to the pretty in pink layer. Getting it as straight as we can. And that is still, the white ink is actually still just a little bit wet. Because it's a pigment-based ink, it does take a little bit longer to dry than our other inks. And we're going to just put that onto there. All right, so that's all done. Okay. I'm going to use that little piece of pink there, and I'm going to put that on the inside. So I'm going to just trim that off just a little bit. Oh, how is that going to fit? Oh, that one might fit. So let me trim this one. That's a better fit. Go this way. This will be a challenge because my blade's not straight, but not super sharp. So normally it's not a problem when the blade's sharp, but if the blade's a little bit dull, it can be a bit tricky. Oh, come on! I want you to be nice and straight for me. Okay. All right. Hold your breath, everyone. Oh, that worked better than what I thought. Okay, so the little pieces that we cut off from the front piece, we're going to stick and bring the design into the center of our card. Not quite. And then I'm going to then put a little strip of pink, make sure it's the same length, and add a strip of pink underneath for a little bit of color. Okay, and there's the inside. Okay, so the inside, the front, and now what's left to do is we're going to arrange all our bits and pieces. I think I had another one of them. I need to die cut another one somehow. Yep. All right, and then we just arrange how we feel. Something like that, and then we put our happy birthday, but I need another piece of that. So let me find see if I've got some my dies. What did I do with my dies? They're over here. And it's that one that I used. white here. Yep. That one, let me get my machine. Don't lose that, I'll be in a bit of trouble. All right, there's my glue, my scissors. I've got, let me pick all this up. Okay. And the top one, I'm surprised I found it, because sometimes it gets put onto my desk, and because it's clear, it can be a bit tricky to find it again when I need it. All right, so let me put that away. Let me get this. We've got, and let me pick that up because I don't want to lose that. Okay, so this is the one we're working on. Bring this down just a little bit, I think. Pull this one up, just so it's that one there. Okay, now dimensionals. If you want to, just bend it, put it through your fingers and just bend it a bit, and give it a little bit of texture. And we're going to use our dimensionals as to stick it down with. I kind of need to know, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but anyway. And the same thing, I'm just gonna bend it with my fingers, just to, okay, so I want this to go here. And we're going to tuck this one in underneath here, like so. We're going to put maybe this one like that. Yep, all right, so let's go. I'm going to put a dimensional under that leaf. Oops. I'll use that bit, thank you. And that leaf, maybe not that one. Take the backs off. And we're going to somehow stick this under here like that. Stick that one down, and this has got to get put under there. I'll put that one. Another little piece. when I have my classes, I cut my sheets, my dimensionals, the sheets of dimensionals in half. So that's why that's in half. And we're going to put this under here like that. There we go. All right. So there's that. Let me just clear my desktop here. And then this one, I'm going to get my mini dimensionals, I think, because my big ones won't fit. And don't be stingy with your dimensionals. I think we all get to a certain point in our lives where we don't like saggy bits, and that includes our card making. And if you're going to put it in the post, I need to put a little bit of glue under that there, I think. And especially if you're going to mail it, sometimes they can be a bit brutal with their handling. There we go. I don't know whether that's straight. That doesn't look, oh, it's not too bad. I think I need, oh no, that's all right. I need a little bit of glue under this bit here. And that is pretty much it. I need some sparkles though. Let me see if I've got, and of course all my bits and pieces are out on the table for my class. Let's see what I have here that I can use. It's really the wrong colour pink. Oh, these ones. Let's use these ones. Which is what I think I used on my other one. All right, where's my... Okay. Oops, I don't think that's got a back on. Oh yeah, so I didn't think it had a back on that one. And kind of want one to go over here, just to pull in that triangle. Okay, there we go. I think this needs to have maybe a, oh no, just push it down a little bit, push it down a little bit. Everything's nice and secure. All right, so there's our card, and then the inside is all decorated as well with the same, just pulls the color, pulls the design from the front into the back. All right, I hope everyone has enjoyed that. I want to give a big welcome to all my new subscribers, because there have been a few over the last few weeks, so that's lovely. Thank you, welcome. There's my first one. There's the other one. Okay, so I'll just go through everything again. Grey Granite, Pretty in Pink, which is not one of the challenge colors, but we are allowed to use a neutral, so that's what I've pulled in a neutral. I've got my Whisper White Craft and my black, which I've put into a spare white stamp pad. I've used the Textured Floral stamps and dies. Sweetly Scripted, which is, I think this is an online exclusive. So you'll only see that set online. I've used the adhesive backed sequins trio, and they come in the white, the peacock, and the pretty, well, it's not really pretty in pink, I don't think, because we had these last year, but they certainly coordinate with that. And the eyelet 3D embossing folder. And I've used my brayer to get the white onto the embossed black cardstock. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Please, if you like my video, share it with any friends who you think might enjoy it as well. If you subscribe to my channel, it will, depending on your subscription settings, you will be notified if I ever, for all my future videos. Please go back, if you're new to my channel, please go back and have a look at my other videos. You might be inspired to try something new maybe. And hopefully I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.